Do do do. Hello to the 3 people there, if you are there. Feel free to write something in the chat for me to let me know that you are there. Hello to the 3 people there, if you are there. Feel free to write something in the chat for me to let me know that you are there. Listen to that turbo whistle. So 30 seconds left of practice as we watch Tommy have a big off on the bottom of Graham Hill Bend. We're getting into qualifying soon. Really disappointing turnout, I've got to be honest. There were 36 people said they wanted to race in this. 8 have turned up. So what can you do? I had an inkling this would happen, so chose a track that there is pretty much a second between everybody. So the racing, or the race, the 30-minute race, should be very, very close anyway. So we kind of ignore the fact there's 8 cars. You know, you only need 2 cars to have a race, so I'm sure there's something good will come of this. Practice is finished. The Metalmoro cars with their sexy turbo whistle. Pretty high tech with the camera. Should hopefully be jumping over into qualifying shortly. 10-minute session. I think it's jumping over now. Yeah, there we go. So it'll be a 10-minute session. We will go on board with Naranjan Kumar. Thank you very much to Naranjan for turning up tonight. As I can only really disappointed myself, as I know it's what, 1:45 in the morning where you are over in India. Wanted more people, but what can you do? So, been nice seeing Naranjan go on pole, or at least provisionally after practice. We'll see if we can do it in qualifying. Paul Holt, Pim van Ark from Holland. The whole point of this is it was supposed to be country against country, but as you know, there's not very many people, it doesn't really matter. So it's mano a mano, each man against themselves. In actual fact, it looks like Nick Curry is first out on track, so we will go on board with him just as he goes out of the pit lane for a lap of Brands Hatch. As we go down Paddock Hill Bend, hard braking into Druids. Burst the accelerator over to the right hand side. Graham Hill Bend. Down the Cooper Straight. Around here, it's clearways. It's round 30s, round the Clark curve and back onto the Bradman Straight. So here we are, Nick Curry with his first lap. Let's see what we can do. Pretty good line. Runs wide but not too wide, that's perfectly fine. Into Druids. There we go. Big accumulation of tyre marbles and stuff on the outside there. 30s, clearways, Clark curve, and that is pretty much a lap. of Brands Hatch. Very, very short but very, very demanding circuit. Across the line, and Nick Curry does a 45.343. Naranjan does a 44.8. Pim Van Ark 45.6. On board with Will Mazzeo, we will jump to the track camera. Will Mazzeo, name I'm not familiar with. I think I've spoken to him a few times on Facebook, but not somebody that I know masses about. So Mike Tanti here actually, which is a bit disappointing. Very neat and tidy lap by Will. Final corner, go across the line. Will Mazzeo does a 45.667, which puts him fourth, but not very far off everybody else. Let's jump to who else on track? Dimitris Sioumanis, big slide. Dimitris yet to put a lap in yet. Neither has Paul Holt. Paul Holt is out on the circuit. He was second in practice. But already only 6 minutes left in the session. This session going very, very quickly. Dimitris flies around the last corner now. Dimitris puts in a okay, out lap. Dimitris out lap, so ignore me. 46.1. Okay, that's the delay. We don't want delay in qualifying. Just about that. 46.113. The overlay that I'm using is obviously live. I'm trying to use the slight delay gap thing, so there is a delay. I'm getting used to this as we go along. Dimitris' driving style is actually amazing, sliding around all over the place. Let's go on board. Still waiting for Paul Holt to put in a lap. In fact, here he is. Let's see what he does as we come around the last corner. Oh, using all of the track there, Paul. Big. Oh, even more of the track. In fact, I think he might have bailed on that one. Paul is coming around for another lap. Still manages to go quicker than Dimitris despite that little moment. In fact, I've just noticed Nick Curry goes P2, Thorson up to P4. There may be a little gap. I think there may be Naranjan, Paul, and then everybody else. That's Paul Holt round the last corner. Oh, again gets a wiggle on. He's not got a clean lap in yet, Paul. Indeed, he doesn't go faster. 45.9. We will stay with him. Only just under 4 minutes left. Sit with him. He's been very wayward around this last corner. Is he going to get it right this time? Sort of has a bit of a wiggle again. As there's a red Metalmoro in the wall behind us. That was Mike Tanti. Paul does not go faster. Paul's struggling to set a quick lap time here. So we will stay with him. Will Mazzeo goes up into second place, just leapfrogging Nick Curry. And Paul actually loses it there. Oof! Wow, we're still waiting for Paul to set a quick lap. Naranjan at the moment has got this all to himself and just going quicker and quicker and quicker. Will Mazzeo's facing backwards in the wall. Let's actually try this replay thing. Will it work? Sort of. Oof. Big hit. Thorsten's actually got a DQ now. Let's try and familiarise ourselves with the colour of the car. So Naranjan is in the blue one. Will is in a green car. Nick is in that kind of sharky coloured one. Pin. Mitch's in blue. Tony is in fact in the red car. Oh! Mike Dante there spinning in front of Tony. Tony's lap is ruined. Did so well to avoid that. In fact, let's see what happened. Mike going around the last corner, spins. Tony, whoa, where do we go? Where do we go? Whoa, he did so well to avoid that. That was insane. But Paul Holt still hasn't set a lap. This is his last chance here, guys. Paul, who was second quickest, although Thorsten has got closer to Naranjan. This is balls or bust now for Paul. But from first to sixth, separated only by a second. It's a 30-minute race, a bit of a concern that it's going to spread out a little bit. Here we go then, Paul Holt. This will be his last chance. 30 seconds left in the session. Tidy, if not spectacular, there through turn one. Brake hard into Druids. Keeping it in third. A bit of understeer, a bit of oversteer. As Will Mazzeo goes ahead. Oh no, Nick Curry goes back ahead of Will. Very close there. Let's put Nick in contention with Dawson as well. Right, it's where Paul has been struggling. Neat and tidy. He's got round. What will this time be? Paul currently 8th and last. Last time at 45.9. He does a 45.6. In fact, Paul, second in practice, currently 8th and last. Is anybody else on track? Nick Curry is. We see him go across the line. Nick Curry on 44.8 before. Nick Curry does a... But Demetrius improves. Nick Curry does not. He smashes into the wall. And that is it for that session. We're now into warm-up. Sorry, I'm just eating. We are waiting for the race to start. Mike Tanti is going out. As mentioned there, it is a rolling start this race. I am back. Now I have scuffed my face with a biscuit. As we are just watching Mike the Boss Tanti driving around. Just imagine him wiggling around in his motion rig right now. Getting far too excited. Sort of lap time 47, so 2 seconds off the pace there, Mike. What can he do? This next lap. Don't know if anyone is watching it. I'm a bit deflated, to be honest. Such a bad turnout considering we've had over 30 for one of our other R-Factor 2 events, and this car's so much fun. What can you do? Mike comes around again. Does he improve? He does. Goes over a second quicker, 46.1, so that makes him competitive with the rest of the field, so that's good. Mike will be able to get a decent race now, I don't think. Such a tricky set of corners those two, you have to almost go flat through the first one. Carry the speed, come out as wide as you can around there, use all of the track. Does Mike get into the 45s? No, he does not. Is anyone else out on track at the moment? Let's go to Thorsten. We've not really spent any time with Thorsten. Great lad, Thorsten. It's in his first lap, just this 5-minute warm-up session. That's a 44.9, so very close to the Orange's time. Is Paul out? No, he is not. So let's follow Nick. Only 7 seconds to go. That sounds like Nick's probably blown the engine there. Nope, still going. that is the end of the session. Couldn't do that in real life, could we? So just waiting for everybody to finish up. Just got Thorsten's across the line, which he does. Now, that is it. Race time. 30 seconds. It will be time. So quick run through the grid. Once everybody lines up. Really compact grid at Grands, but I suppose it doesn't really matter because it will be a rolling start. So we've got Naranjan first, Thorsten second, Will Mazzeo third, Nick Curry fourth, Demetrius fifth, Pim Van Ark sixth, Tony seventh, Paul Holt eighth, and Mike Tanti ninth. As I mentioned, it will be a rolling start. Try and follow this as best we can. Still a cool sight, the 9 of these cars going up around this circuit. Hopefully they will form some kind of decent line. I'm sure they will. They do sound cool, these cars. So here we go then, coming around Surtees. This will be a rolling start, guys. Once they get round here, I'm going to assume it'll be go, go, go. And we are... go, I believe. There we go. Yes, we are. Go, go, go. You hear the green flag. And we are off. Naranjan gets a great start. It's Will, Thorsten and Nick behind. Nick Curry runs wide. Keeps it going, but they are still line astern. Let's go on board with Nick. Oh. Accident behind. See what happened there to Tommy Jansen. Or was it Thorsten? It was Thorsten goes off. See what happened. Going up into Druids, Thorsten sort of runs into, has a bit of a wiggle, runs into the back of Demetrius, I think it was, and Thorsten is round the wrong way. So let's go back. What is happening? Naranjan has got a massive gap. Wilmazer comes through in second, Demetrius in third, Nick in fourth, him in fifth, McTanty in sixth, Tony in seventh. And Paul Holt goes around as well there. What happened to Paul? Fulham coming up into turn 1, up into Paddock Hill Bend. Sounds like he was messing about on the horn, to be honest. As goes to turn 1, he looks down the inside of Mike. He tags Thorsten and around he goes. Around at the back, unfortunately for him. But so Naranjan is way ahead. Will in second. Best battle on the circuit at the moment. Nick Curry and Demetrius with Pim Van Ark just behind. Let's follow on board with Pim as we watch Nick Curry and Demetrius in front of us. Very late on the brakes. Nick goes down the inside of Demetrius. Pim looking for a way past as well. Just see Tony in our mirrors. We give him a little bit of a bump. So looking for a way. We're going to go wide. Weaving around, looking for a way. Nick Curry goes wide. Nick goes off. He's back on. That in fact gives Demetrius a bit of a breathing space. And Tony gets past Nick Curry as well. So what happened there? We see Nick Curry go wide. We are looking for a way past. We nip down the inside, so thank you very much. We'll stay with Tony as we go up round now. What happens with Pim and Demetrius in front of us? What happens? Sort of it. So we will go back live with Tony, Pim Van Ark and Demetrius in front of us. We still, when our arm moves out of the way, have a mirrorful, and we spin, we spin, we spin. Nick Curry goes by. And that gives them easy place. People going off left, right and centre here. Just shows you don't need that many cars for stuff to happen. We're still following Nick. We will jump to Pim Van Ark, who is chasing down Demetrius Fiumanis. We are 5 minutes nearly into this race. Paul Holt and Mike Tutty have actually been lapped already. This is the closest battle in the field. I would expect Thorsten to catch back up to these guys if no mistakes are made. Who seems to be running at a very, very, very similar pace. In fact, Paul Holt has fallen off the pace because of a stop and go, I can see. We'll stay with these three, still very, very close. Just see Will Mazzeo just in front of us as well. But Naranjan's having this pretty much all his own way, it's got to be said. Tanti goes 2 laps down now. Staying with Pim Van Ark. Let's jump to our race leader Naranjan. He is cool, calm, collected, not really anything to worry about at all. It's got to be said, this has been pretty easy. Again, I was hoping some quicker guys of ours would turn up, but annoyingly they haven't. Sometimes it can be just as difficult running out front on your own as it can be with cars around you. But Thorsten has actually got past Nick Curry. What actually happened there? If we go on board with Thorsten, who's still got the bar across his wheel, that's annoying. But Thorsten just gets past on the inside. I'm not sure what happened there. We will go back live. Nothing in my display to say that anything happened. It's a bit of a mystery, not sure why Nick slowed down there. Pim Van Ark has a penalty, I can inform you, as does Tony Jansen. I'm assuming that is for too many off tracks, track extending. In fact, yep, you can see there, Pim is in the pits. Looks like Paul was in the pits as well. Puts Nick back up to 5th, Thorsten up to 4th. Will was just driving around beeping his horn, but unfortunately what I feared might happen with this amount of cars is they're all very spread out. As Paul Holt gets going again. And Tony goes out again. In fact, Demetrius has dropped down to 5th. What happened? He has had an off track. Well, what has happened? Can we see? Have we missed it? I think we've missed it. Just try and use my tools, see if it'll work. So we're going to see what happened to Demetrius. In fact, there you go. That's what happened. The replay tool does work. So that's what happened to Demetrius. He goes off there at the bottom of Graham Hill Bend and everyone streams back past him. Here we go, love. We've got a great battle going on. Let's go on board with Nick Curry. That's Thorsten back ahead of us. Thorsten's got a penalty now by the looks of it. guys getting penalties. This was the World Cup. They would have had a lot of penalties so far. Nick is looking for a way past. So we are a third gone in this race. Demetrius runs wide. We're looking for a way down the inside. Not this time. We'll go round once again. These cars, although they appear to be quite easy, seem to be biting quite a lot of people. Big lock up from Nick Curry there into Druids. There's 21 minutes left. Trying to put each other off with horns, and it looks like Thorsten's actually catching Will as well. So Will, in a few laps' time, may have his mirrors full. So we've got a massive run. Demetrius a bit with a slide out the last corner. We're going to look down the inside at Paddock Hill Bend. Demetrius runs wide. Nick goes past. But now Demetrius will have the inside for the next corner. And he goes back past. Place switching here. How close are we? We are that close. That's how close we are. Nick giving Demetrius a little hurry up round Graham Hill. Let's go back on board. I'm sure tyre wear might come into this as well. But again, Naranjan just controlling the pace up front. Just go have a look what he's doing. Easy peasy. I think that's Mike Tanti up ahead. No, it's Paul. We're going to come in laps shortly. Again, there's Will, there's Pim, and there you can see in the mirror now, you can see Thorsten. That bright red car is going to be getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So I think Will is going to have something to worry about very soon. Demetrius pulled out a little bit of a gap. As we go a bit of a crazy line, the tyre's smoking on Nick's car. That's the fact why it's quiet. Let's have a little look at what was going on earlier with Nick overtaking Demetrius. So we can see this is what happened here. So we nicked down the inside, and Demetrius had the inside line for the next corner. We said thank you very much. See that Pim Van Ark has quit. So we go back live. Gap seems to be getting bigger and bigger. So now the main thing to focus on is Thorsten. Thorsten Berger is catching Will Marzeo. Another off track, and that has dropped him back quite far now. Tony and Pim both quit. I don't blame them. They've had quite a few penalties given to them this race. I can only assume that's for off tracks, so I'm kind of torn with that. It might be a bug, it might not be. Brand's notoriously difficult for keeping inside the track limits, both in real life and in this. We'll still follow Thorsten. So we are closing the gap to Will. seems to be getting into a bit of a good rhythm now. And Paul Holt has actually DNF'd as well, so that's the 3 Dutch guys all had enough. We're calling it a day. Let's have a look what happened to Paul, and he's actually spun coming out of Druids, and I think that's a bit of a rage quit. Shame, Paul's a great guy. If we go live with Naranjan, again just driving around all on his own. I think Nick, it's a 2-second gap between Will and Thorsten, and then a 4-second gap between Demetrius and Nick. And Naranjan there's negotiating traffic. This race would have been good if there was 30 cars going around, I've got to be honest, it would have been amazing. Mike's actually... no, he slots in behind, I thought he was racing Naranjan then. Nick Curry is in the pits. That is for a... not sure. I'm going to assume some kind of penalty. I've not got it written down, but that's a shame. So it was shaping up well with Demetrius and him. So, we'll go on board with Thorsten. He's driving really well, particularly with that bar in the way. We'll stay on board for a few laps. We're halfway through. We're on lap 20, so it will be a 40-lap race. We are visibly catching. Wilson obviously got into a bit of a rhythm. See, Mike Tanti's had a couple of off tracks. Let's have a look what happened to Mike, shall we? Soft track number 1, far too fast into Paddock Hill Bend, and off we go. And then 30 seconds later, we cut straight across the grass into 30s. There's 2 little incidents there. We'll go back on board with Thorsten. Gap is still about 2 seconds. That is the gap there. You can see Will going through, and then you can see Thorsten just behind. So are we going to catch him before the end of this race? There is plenty of time, 13 minutes still to go. I've said it a few times, I'm still really disappointed about the amount of people that are here. Thanks again to Naranjan for being here, because Naranjan is a still pal of mine, raced with him in the Clios. It's from India, so this is really early in the morning for him, so a bit disappointed that he's taking part in an event with 9 people, I've got to be honest. But never mind. I think this gap is getting visibly closer and closer. Let's go on board with Will for a bit. Let's see that red Metalmoro. Chasing us down. We have got some traffic up ahead. I think that's Mike Tanti. Yeah, it's Mike. Oh, we've lost it, we've lost it, we've lost it. Will has lost it. He's gone into the wall. And there we go. In a split second. Unfortunately for the broadcast, that is our last real battle. Demetrius is DNF'd. Demetrius is DNF'd. He is pulled off. I think people are getting a bit bored. I gotta be honest. Nick Curry has another penalty. Let's find out. Let's have another look what happened to Will. As an actual fact, we have DNF. Will has DNF'd as well. I think everybody's given up, unfortunately. I think everyone's fed up. I don't blame them. It's not enough people. Really disappointing. And in all honesty, I have completely wasted my time. Let's watch what happens. And at the same place, we've gone off again. That's exactly the same as what happened last time. This is the lap before. 2 carbon copy incidents. Onto the curb, car snaps, round we go. And this is the one before, and around we go. In fact, we even skid on the same skid marks. So, we've just got Thorsten and Naranjan, a bit of a slide there. With Thorsten 15 seconds behind, and then Nick and Mike. Bit of a shame. Because my camera's going crazy. Go back live. And Nick up into third. Oh, that was good timing as he goes off. This is turning out to be a right race of attrition. People going off left, right and centre. I'll be honest guys, I really want to turn this off, but there's only 8 minutes left, so we'll keep it on. Let's go with Mike for a bit. Mike is 3 laps down, Nick is 2 laps down, so they're not really fighting for anything, but I'm sure they will have a bit of a race together. As we look around the outside, Nick drives around the outside of Mike Tanti going into Surtees. Unbelievable. What a great move. I think these guys are having a bit of fun now. So at least we got something to watch, eh? We've only got 7 minutes to go. But we might now, interestingly enough. It's quite funny. Let's go back on board with Nick. Looking for a move past. To go. As we nip down the inside of Mike, Mike drives through the gravel behind us. We go far too quick into the first corner, into the gravel. That, I think, guys, is going to be about that. The stuff that's going to happen. Thorsten's still going around, still charging. The Ranjan absolutely dominant. Not had anybody to race with. Just watch him for a couple of laps. Very clean, consistent drive. Much else to say. So we go on to 5 minutes to go. This hit at Thorsten has had an off track. May as well have a look what that was all about. Coming into turn 1, it's paddock. We're just going to run wide a little bit. What was this off track then, game? Oh, okay, he was on the inside, he went off the track. Oh, and went wide there as well. That's what the off track was. Go back live. Real shame, guys. It's shaping up to be quite a good battle between Thorsten and Will. Shame to see him go off a couple of times. The first time was just because of the pressure, second time was because of trying too hard. We're full in the Ranjan now. 3 laps to go, 4 laps to go. Car does look good, doesn't it? We're going to turn 1. Spot on. Thorsten at the top of the hill. Whoa, see, that's what can happen, guys. That is what can happen. You can see Naranjan there. Extreme moment. That's what a couple of the other guys have all gone off doing. The exit at Graham Hill Bend. Naranjan was savvy enough there to kind of notice what was happening and put the brakes on. That's so easy to do. 2-3 laps to go. Has had an off track. We will see what has happened. This is the first one. Again, turn 1, too fast. Goes wide, and 15 seconds later, in fact, Nick has pitted. Is this going to be Graham Hill incident again? Yes, we go very, very wide, all over the grass. And Nick has actually had to go into the pits and crashes in the pits. I'd love to say I'm surprised, but I'm not. We'll go back with Naranjan. See at the top, 1 minute left. Is Mike actually going to pass Nick right at the end? They are both on the same lap now. I think the gap is going to be slightly too big. Yes it is. Nick is already out of the pits. Gap stayed the same really between Naranjan and Thorsten, but I think there will be 2 laps to go. Naranjan is going to come up and lap Mike, I think, again before the end of this race. Is Mike going to do the decent thing and move out of the way? Sort of. Yes, he does. And I believe our factor works on time, so will this be the last lap or will there be 2 left? And Thorsten, looks like Thorsten has had an issue. In fact, he has gone off and stopped. Has he run out of fuel? Thorsten has run out of fuel. Unbelievable. Thorsten has run out of fuel with 18 seconds to go. Oh, Thorsten, mate. No. How frustrating. I'm not sure whether this will class this as the last lap. We'll see now if I get a fin or a... Naranjan comes across the line, Finn, so Naranjan wins quite comfortably, it has to be said. Mike Tanti has already come across the line, and Nick Curry, I'm not sure whether it will bump him up above Thorsten because he DNF'd, we'll see. Curry comes across the line, final driver. There we go. That said, sorry guys, there's 9 people of which only 3 finished. Bit of a joke. I said I was going to broadcast, so I have. But I'm a bit pissed off. Catch you later. Bye.